They are currently 123rd in total defense, 124th in scoring defense. Last year, they were 105th in total and 94th in scoring. So they've regressed even after getting all of those transfers. He spent 5 years as the DC for Lincoln Riley, 3 of them at Oklahoma, 2 of them at USC. So now moving forward, Brian Odom, the linebacker coach, and Sean Nua, they'll be the co-defensive coordinators for USC. But really this came down to, if Michael Penix goes off, it's kind of like, yeah, we get it. But when Dylan Johnson goes off, it's like, come on. Like, why can't we stop the run? USC is not anywhere close to gap sound. Their front does not do a good job at all of knowing where to fit in the run gaps. Because of that, there are huge gaping seams when they're trying to defend the run. Dylan Johnson took full advantage of that. 256 yards, 256. This was not, Jonathan Brooks from Texas or one of the great backs. This is not Henderson from Ohio State. This is, all due respect, Dylan Johnson had one 100-yard game in the season, and it was exactly 100 yards. So he had not gone over 100 yards yet this year. He came into the game on Saturday with 432 yards rushing on the season, and then he put up 256. Then you look at yards before contact. Dylan Johnson, 129 yards before contact and 127 after contact. Wild. By the way, both of those numbers are egregious in and of themselves. To give up 129 before contact, what are we doing? To give up 127 after contact, what are we doing? So again, this had to change. This had to change. And Lincoln Riley's going to have to answer for this. You cannot have this poor of defensive execution this often. It happened at OU. It's now happening at USC. And you think back on the quarterback years that have been wasted by poor defenses, whether it was Baker's last year as a Heisman, Kyler's year as a Heisman, Jalen Hurts even on a playoff team, and now 2 times with Caleb Williams. That's tough to swallow. I know all of those were not Grinch, by the way. All of those weren't Grinch, but just this defense has to improve.